Is your computer overheating? Is it too hot? Is it not working all that great? Well, check this out. We're going to talk about it right here. Look at the dirt there going on. And keep in mind, take a picture if you don't know where your peripherals go. If you have USBs attached, front or back, check it out so you don't forget. And away we go.
Okay everyone, I have the PC out here and I just want to show you how dirty it is. I've never taken off the plastic that it came with, but you can see it's pretty dirty on the top. This is 1 year. This is my spring cleaning. And had I known it was this bad, I would have probably acted earlier. But this is the side vent, and I have an idea about what to do here in a second in the future. It just depends which way if this dirt is coming out or if it's sucking in, but I'm gonna have to investigate that. And to take your computer apart, especially if it's a store-bought type one, just a standard one, look for the side opposite of all your USBs and all that stuff, and it'll be the opposite side that you want to open. Those most likely only 2 screws, and so we'll take these out and then pull this back and we'll have access to the inside, and then we'll see just how bad it really is in there. But there seems to be a lot of dirt accumulated everywhere, just absolutely everywhere, even right in these ports and stuff. I think those are HDMIs there. I don't use those, but that's fine. But yeah, pretty bad, eh? Okay, so I have the air compressor filled up, and if you want any info on this air compressor, I did do a review on that, so sign up, subscribe, click a bell for notifications, go into my product reviews, and you should be able to find it, do a search or whatever. But anyways, one thing to keep in mind before we get going here, your air compressor, they pump up to a pretty high pressure here. Well, you can see my shadow there. But anyways, let's zoom in a little bit. Most air compressors, they have a valve on here where you can adjust the maximum pressure that will come out of the nozzle end. Basically, it's really called a regulator. And what I'm going to do is reduce the pressure that we're going to spray into the computer down to, probably like, let's try about 30 pounds, 30 psi. Well, between 30 and 40. I think I'm a little bit under 40. So we're going to do that. So again, if you remember at the start of the video, I turned the pressure down on the air compressor because you don't want to blow air in there at 100 psi. You want to go a little bit gentle. You don't want to force dirt into any of the bearings in the fans or really disrupt anything. You don't have to be perfect either. It's just you're cleaning out all the major dirt. So we'll get going. I usually go around on each little fan blade, and if you get a good shot, it'll blow the dirt off the blade. You might have to hold the blade in position. And I'm going to up the pressure just a little bit, maybe up to 50 psi. There we go. And remember, get under where that video card is. Get the dirt out of there. There's pins in there. Sorry about that going on. Okay, and you want to spray up. This is the power supply unit, and you want to spray up into there. Okay, so I'll double check before I do this. Now my PC is not out in the open, it's not viewable really by anyone, so what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to check to make sure that the flow is going in this way, but whichever side you determine. This is actually just a piece of Swiffer, you know, those Swiffer things, whatever. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on here as a filter. We're going to test temperatures too, so I'll get into that in a bit, but I'm going to cut this to size and just use a little bit of, you know, that clear tape, the stuff that comes off easy, that doesn't glue right down, and attach this as a filter. I kind of tested it. The airflow really goes through well on there, so I think that's just going to help me keep a lot of dirt out of there, and then every once in a while, maybe every few months, I'll just pull this out and put a new one on. I don't even know why it's so dirty. I mean, I don't even have carpet in my house, so, but yeah, it was pretty dirty in there, so hopefully we're going to get some cooler operating temperatures, and she'll perform a lot better. Oh, and P.S., use one of these to wipe off the outside. You don't really need to spray stuff all over your computer. You don't want any liquids in there, so I'm going to just go ahead, wipe down the computer real quick, and yeah, so while I'm at it, let's just pop this side on again to get these on. Whoops, hopefully you can see it. Let's get this up here. You just have to kind of fool around. You have to start with it sort of back a bit, and they usually fit down into some notches, and then it slides forward. That's good. And we'll just put the screws back in here. That's really all there is to it. I mean, you can go inside and wipe things out if you want, but really all I was concerned about was getting the dirt out of the processor, getting the dirt out of the power supply up here, and we're pretty much set. We'll get it hooked up and fired up, and I did a baseline temperature, and we'll see if it changes anything. I'm not sure if it will, but we'll find out. So let's get this final screw in. And that's really all there is to it. So, I mean, it's already looking a lot better. So, there you go. Should be running cooler. Keep your fingers crossed. Okay, and P.S. some computers, don't forget, some computers will have venting on the bottom of the case. There are some cases like that, and actually some cases have replaceable filters. That's the beauty if you buy a customized case as opposed to you know, a store brand thing. You can get some nice cases that have filtration systems built in, and you can buy replacement filters or clean them out. So something to think about. Honestly, I need this computer in a hurry, so I didn't have time to order everything at the time last year. So my next build though is going to, you know, I'll do a personal build, I'll do my own, and I'll get the proper case, and yeah, there you have it. Just some add-on info. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to be clear on something here. I kind of realized that if I do end up putting on the Swiffer piece as a filter, now it's really only going to work if you find, if this is where the majority of the air is flowing in, you would put it on the outside. Now if the air is actually coming out, it would make absolutely no sense to put a filter on here, because that means it's sucking in dirt from all over the place, all over the case. So in this situation, I do believe the air is going inwards, so this will be effective. If it wasn't flowing inwards, it's not going to work at all, so don't bother with it. But you can determine that once you get your computer up and running.